So today, there's no whimsical intro. We're just asking, what the hell is wrong with Trevor Bauer?
If you're familiar with MLB pitcher Trevor Bauer, you might also be familiar with the 4 women who accused him of.
For Dodgers pitcher Trevor Bauer is speaking out after settling a lawsuit with a woman who accused him of.
Yesterday, we discussed the conclusion of former Major League Baseball player Trevor Bauer's lawsuit stemming from an alleged sex.
So pick your cup up and join us as we grow from the drama and learn from the chaos. Trevor Bauer, 33-year-old, professional American baseball player.
Okay.
He grew up in Hollywood, was obsessed with baseball throughout his schooling, excelled in baseball.
Okay.
A few years later.
Trevor Bauer was named the best college baseball player in the country, drafted number 3 overall, and made his major league debut.
He played for the Arizona Diamondbacks. He's played for the Cleveland Indians. He played for the Cincinnati Reds.
Okay.
And the LA Dodgers. But this guy, for some reason, cannot pick women.
While the World Series championship Dodgers were celebrating their 2020 victory at the White House Friday, Major League Baseball was making the decision to pull their teammate and starting pitcher Trevor Bauer 3 days after disturbing sexual assault allegations were brought against him.
I knew it was coming somewhere.
We're going to focus on 2 women because otherwise it would blow the scope of the video.
Okay.
So today we're going to be focusing on a lady called Lindsey Hill and a lady called Darcy Adanna Esemonu. This is the story of Lindsey.
Let's go.
Hill and Bauer had met each other over Instagram. She had attended a game.
Okay.
She had tagged him in said game, and he did the
okay. All right.
Wow.
sliding into the DMs. Okay. In June of 2021,
Okay.
she accused Trevor of SA.
June 29th, Bauer was accused of something that not only ended his 2021 season, may end his MLB career, and could possibly put him in jail. A woman filed a restraining order after having 2 romantic encounters with Bauer in 2021, where she says he assaulted her, resulting in injuries so severe she was forced to go to the hospital.
I'm about to recount some of the stuff that's happened that she alleged. Trigger warning. You know already. So she said she and Bauer had agreed to meet up.
Okay.
This was their first encounter together. They agreed to, shake the bed. Yeah. And she claims that while they were, she was asked by Bauer whether she had ever been choked before.
Okay. Raw. Okay.
She said yes.
Now you have my attention.
Raw.
And so he began applying light pressure.
No. No.
No, 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 no. Oh, no. No, 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 no.
No. Brother. A light pressure.
Yeah, against
No.
her neck. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
She said yes.
So he asked if she'd been choked.
Yeah.
She said yes.
Yeah.
He applied light pressure.
But
Okay.
that's not consent.
Okay.
Alright, cool.
And then he began putting his fingers down her throat in an aggressive manner.
Tut, Trevor. Tut.
She asked him to stop.
Oh, okay.
He said, sure.
And that's the end of the podcast, guys. Ta-da!
And then he proceeded to wrap her hair around her neck.
What?
Apparently, he did this until she felt unconscious.
Oh, raw.
Yeah? She doesn't know how long she was unconscious for.
Okay.
But when she woke up, she was barely able to walk.
Yikes.
And she messaged him saying that she doesn't like backdoor shenanigans. Yeah. And she said that he seemed to be understanding. Now, I just want to bear in mind that this is her account. Okay? This is her account. This isn't something that's been definitively proved. I'm just walk with me through the story, okay? Just walk with me. So, the two met up again.
How do you do that? How do you do that?
I mean, it wasn't really successful the first time.
See, you...
yeah, alright, let's go.
Skeptical hippo eyes. Yeah? So, on the morning of May the 16th, she told him, don't put your fingers in my mouth, cause I don't like that. And no more backdoor treasure hunting, okay? We don't...
what's it, treasure hunting?
Oh! Ew!
So this is a quote from her at the time. So Hill then alleges, yeah, about 5 minutes into coitus, she said she was crying, violently shaking, and he repeated, "You're safe, I'm here."
Wow.
She claimed that she could not physically walk to the shower on her own. On May 18th, she, less than 2 days after the altercation, she went to the hospital and told her that she had some injuries and they were because of rough coitus, yeah? She had a CT scan that was done and the police obviously wanted to speak to her.
Okay.
Now, she says she didn't press charges because she initially wanted to downplay what had happened. And she didn't want her privacy to be exploded, right? Remember, we're not talking about every man.
Yeah.
We're talking about somebody who plays for a famous baseball team. Hill's lawyers had said, and then they filed a petition for something known as an ex parte restraining order. Now, Trevor!
Wow.
Little Gandrilla.
I literally about to say that.
Listen, every British person who's seen that movie, yeah?
No, that has to go in there.
Alright, Trevor. My little gondrilla.
Our American brethren are not going to understand.
Yeah, it's true. Fully denied the accusations. Okay?
Now, Bauer did concede that the two engaged in rough sex, but he adamantly denied these assault allegations. He also filed a defamation lawsuit against Hill. In the suit, quote, that she fabricated allegations of sexual assault against plaintiff Trevor Bauer, pursued bogus criminal and civil actions against him, made false and malicious statements about him, and generated a media blitz based on her lies.
Now, while this is not the time or the place to address every single lie or falsehood that this woman or her lawyers made to the court, I do want to be crystal clear about a few things. I never punched this woman in the face. I never punched her in the vagina. I never scratched her face. I never had her or her in any way. I never assaulted her in any way at any time. And while we did have consensual rough sex, the disturbing acts and conduct that she described simply did not occur.
His statement be crystal clear.
On Mr. Bauer's side, this is what they said, yeah?
Well, I had to lean back for that.
It's cold in these streets, lads. It's cold in these streets. Please, be on your P's
You
and
trying to
Q's.
get a check. No, that setup is nasty though. Like, because you got to think that other people have lives, so it's not just like one person you're affecting multiple people. Anyone who's connected to him immediately has to like live through this kind of ordeal that you set up. You don't care because you want the bag.
God have mercy upon us. Obviously, during this time, he was playing for the LA Dodgers. Yeah. And they did what they always do.
He was actually suspended for a season. He was playing for the MLB. He actually went to play baseball out in Japan.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I get it because of the allegations that's been made, but there's nothing that's been circumstantial. There's no evidence that you're like, yes, this pinpoints this man at the scene of the crime. Stop it.
Institutions are shook of allegations like this.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Most definitely.
They hardly ever stand behind their man.
Nah, they don't.
And often it leads to them getting rid of said person. Okay? Now I understand that these are egregious accusations. Like they're proper sickening accusations. But at that time, they're just accusations. And I feel like people should have the right to go to court to defend their name, especially in these instances.
Correct.
Because what happens is somebody gets a guilty tag, especially in these cases, before they've ever, so something like this will come out. That person will be dropped by their team. All their sponsors will drop them. Okay, they might have big projects, they all get dropped. Yeah, and then it comes out that this isn't true. There's no reimbursement.
Yeah,
there's no rehiring. People just get to move on after like being preemptive with their sanctioning. You know, and I think we want to protect women. We should protect women.
Correct.
But at the same time, men who have these allegations thrusted upon them, they should be given their day in court. If they're found guilty, then fair play. Yeah, but I don't like the whole you're guilty before anything has ever been played out. Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah. LA District Attorney George Gasson, his office issued this statement.
My nigga. Today, the district attorney's office publicly stated that they are not going to file any charges.
So Bauer and Hill, they settled their lawsuits. Nobody got any money. Actually, that's not technically true.
Bauer and Hill have now reached a settlement, and they are dismissing their suits with prejudice, meaning that the cases can't be refiled in the future.
With a big case like this, with one high net worth individual, most of the time there is some monetary payment that goes from celebrity or whatever this is, whoever this high net worth individual is, to the accuser to make this case go away. Neither of the two are present here. So no non-disparagement, no confidentiality, and no money exchange. So Trevor Bauer walks away financially unscathed other than what he had to pay his lawyers and his own attorney's fees. And he can talk about the case freely. And that's what leads to the announcement yesterday. So I am surprised at the terms of the settlement, which are very rare, very unique. I'm not quite sure of any precedent in terms of settlement. But not really surprised that the case found its way to be resolved.
And by the way, I should be clear, she was paid, she received a $300,000 settlement from her insurance company. So she wasn't paid directly from Bauer, but she was paid by the insurance company.
This is something that can happen. Someone can make an allegation against you and nothing can happen to them.
I hate that. Bro, that's
I know
so
my brothers in arms, they hate it as well.
Bro, so rude, like ridiculously rude.
Hill told the Washington Post that she never did it for money.
So what he did for?
So she said, I can't stop Trevor Bauer ever, but if I can make him think twice before doing that again, it's totally worth it.
What did he do?
Bauer, on the other hand, released a nearly 4-minute video releasing messages and an alleged video.
Trevor says everything was completely consensual. He also released these text messages that came out in court indicating that you had planned the whole thing out. So I want to read some of these texts from you to a friend between the two of you before you met Trevor, this one. Next victim, star pitcher for the Dodgers. Okay. Victim is an interesting choice of words. I'm going to allow you a chance to explain yourself. But after you agreed to meet, you asked your friend what you should steal. Your friend answered his money. He says, another one from you to a friend, I'm going to his house Wednesday. I already have my hooks in. You know how I roll. With a screenshot in which you told him, tryouts don't scare me, Bauer. Pick a day and I am there. Here are some more after you and Trevor met up. Net worth is $51 million, to which your friend responds, bitch, you better secure that bag. Your text, need daddy to choke me out, being an absolute whore to try to get in on his $51 million. You say this wasn't a setup. How can you expect anyone to believe that?
That's a great question. I really appreciate you having me on to even have this conversation. Obviously, there's a lot going on around this, so I really appreciate people who are asking questions about it. The first thing I want to say is, I think that Trevor did this intentionally with the text messages and how he framed this video. There's several things in it that are not correct. And I just want to start out by saying, it's so valid for people to question those text messages. But the root of the problem here is that he is presenting this as one conversation, when in reality, he had thousands of messages to choose from, took those, made it look sequential, which it was not. There is no combined screenshot of those things going on one after the other. And as I said last night as well, there's no text message that ever exists. Otherwise, he would have, put it out there, combining, anything about a setup through rough sex, finances all in one. Those were handpicked, and they were from multiple different conversations all before we met up. And I think that the video in general doesn't even talk about what actually happened between us two, which is what would have come out during a jury trial.
Now, this was the thing that kind of sunk her boat, yeah? He released
the video.
He released the video, yeah, where on the morning after they had, done their oinky boink, her face is clear.
Bauer released a video, we covered this in a previous Sidebar episode, where you can see Hill in bed with a sleeping Bauer, and she's right next to him, and she seems to be smiling. There doesn't appear to be any apparent markings or injuries on her face, and this video was taken supposedly hours after the alleged assault.
There's no marks, there's no scratches, there's no nothing, okay? And she smirks in the camera, and
she belongs to the streets.
Wow. Bauer said, over the 2 years, I've been forced to defend my integrity and my reputation in a very public setting. But hopefully, this is the last time that I will ever have to do so.
That's where you fucked up.
Which brings us into Darcy.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
All right, yeah, cool. Let's go.
So, in 2023, last year.
Wow.
Yeah?
Brother can't catch a break.
Bro, this is something that he had been working for his entire life. This is something that a brother got bullied for in school, and he made it.
Yeah. Should have spent more time in them books.
Sorry. Look at this guy. You're so African, fam. If you had studied, this would never have happened. Yeah? But he went to school. Yeah? And he did it. And to come out and do the thing that you love to do.
Yeah.
That you trained your whole life. You know how many people say, when I grow up, I'm gonna be. And he did it. He's one of those guys, one of those rare guys who actually did it.
Did what they said, yeah.
And then, because of things like this.
Because of gal.
You know?
Yeah. Don't try sugarcoat it. Because of Huswa.
What the hell is even that?
You know what I'm saying? Because of Nyash. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because of all of them things, yeah. Yeah, like, fuck off.
So Darcy, who's from Texas, yeah?
Yeah.
She was crowned Miss Black Arizona USA in 2016. Now she can be found at Hey Adanna on Instagram and has a YouTube channel. She was also named one of the most eligible bachelorettes in Arizona. So now this beautiful woman meets pitcher Trevor Bauer, who's now $50 million richer, and starts demanding to have sex with them.
According to Bauer's recent 5-minute video talking about the criminal charges, he and Esemonu slept together once in 2020. And similar to what he says about Lindsey Hill, Bauer says Esemonu came on to him. Anyway, in December 2022, after Lindsey Hill went public with her allegations against Trevor Bauer, Esemonu filed a civil lawsuit against Bauer, making a number of allegations. And a week after she filed the civil suit, she reported the alleged assault to Scottsdale police. Specifically, she claimed in her civil claim that she had an unplanned pregnancy after Bauer violently sexually assaulted her in December 2020.
So Bauer alleged that she had wanted $3.6 million from him.
That is crazy.
More than a year after the one time we slept together, and only after Lindsey Hill made up her false allegations, Adanna retained a lawyer. She then demanded $3.6 million and claimed I forced her to have an abortion.
$3.6 million! Brother, that is crazy.
Yeah?
That is a stupid amount.
And that when he said, I'm not giving you 3.6 million.
Oh, of course, brother.
Yeah.
Well, go on.
She said, I'm pregnant.
She then demanded $3.6 million and claimed I forced her to have an abortion, leaving her emotionally devastated and irretrievably damaged by it. But here's the thing, she never had an abortion because she was never even pregnant, and that's corroborated by her own medical records.
That's what happens with liars, you see. You can't keep your damn story straight. And she said, oh, I had a miscarriage, and then she said I had an abortion.
Wow.
Yeah? Those, you see, they're different things. Obviously, when you say things like that.
I want to let you finish here, but.
Who do you think you are? Kanye?
But the thing is, yeah, I can't lie, yeah. You see, when females make this allegation, yeah, they take away from the females who actually had to deal with this.
Yeah.
So anyway, run the track, bro.
Yeah, so obviously, when you say that you've gone to have an abortion, yeah, or you have a miscarriage, you might be pregnant, yeah, and then you might have suddenly a lot of bleeding or a lot of lower abdominal pain. You don't know necessarily that you're having a miscarriage, yeah? So you go to the hospital, they do their scans,
yeah,
and they say, oh, it looks like you've miscarried, yeah? And then that gets written up because that's what they have to do.
Yeah.
And when the police go and investigate, they say, yeah, she came in X time, this time. What do you think happened with Darcy? They said that she had provided inconclusive medical evidence.
Wow.
Usually, what happens in these cases is the woman walks on out of there like Miss Hill, yeah? But this ain't Miss Hill. This is Darcy.
Wow.
And Darcy has now been charged.
Ooh.
According to reports, the second accuser is Darcy Adanna Esemonu. And apparently on March 19th, 2024, she was indicted by an Arizona grand jury on felony charges of fraudulent schemes and theft by extortion. And this ABC article further reads, Darcy Adanna Esemonu knowingly did obtain a benefit from Trevor Anthony Bauer by means of fraudulent pretenses, representation, promises, or material omissions, according to an indictment dated March 19th and filed Monday in the Superior Court of Arizona in Maricopa County.
Fraudulent schemes and articles, which is a Class 2 felony in Arizona, potentially resulting in 3 to 12.5 years in prison.
Crazy.
The second charge is theft by extortion, yeah?
Wow.
Which is a Class 4 felony, which carries a sentence of 1 to 3.75 years. I don't know what that means. I don't know what 3.75, I deal in whole numbers, but if somebody's a mathematician, they can explain to me what the hell it means.
So I get that, I'm assuming that 7.5 is like that 3/4 of a year.
I'm not a mathematician.
Wow.
I don't know. I make YouTube videos. Darcy also has another case with another guy who apparently she did something similar to this with. Again, it would blow the scope of the video for me
to go into that.
To go into the detail, okay? So this is the case of Trevor Bauer and his two lunatic connections, yeah?
Darcy is messy.
So they're both messy. How can you say, listen, how can you say somebody whooped your ass?
That was Hill, innit?
Yeah, in the bedroom. Some of the things that she said, like, that is this is the playground of the sadistic. Yeah. And obviously we'll never know what went on in their bedroom. That's what makes these kind of convictions so hard. But if it's true that she posted a video the day after she made the allegations with her face all sweet, lying next to him like, that's my man, because you want money. And you have money. This is the annoying thing for me, yeah? You earn more, you're in the 5% class. Yeah? There's only 5% of you. You earn 95% more than most people on the planet. Not just in your country, because when you start going Botswana and Thailand, your level of wealth increases further. And because you want more.
They gonna love me for my ambition.
I wish that was true.
Yeah,
you know?
But she didn't get love.
It's like, they gonna love me for my accusations.
Wow.
And we can't live in a world like that. Because like you rightfully said at the beginning, towards the middle, it takes away from real victims. And I know that at this point, that is just a cliche. Yeah, it's been said so many times that but we have to think about it properly. Because there are women who don't want to come forward. Because women like this have tainted the game. You know, this Me Too thing, people see it now and laugh. Bro, shut up. Because you've had so many disingenuous people.
That's true.
And this is a real problem, you know, and this is why whenever a group of women come together and say, believe all women, us man say no. Because we hear stories like this. Okay?
It is a bit crazy. I mean, I think that it's definitely hard on Trevor. Like he's been, I don't know what he's been doing.
He's been through the ringer.
Yeah, but he has, you know, that.
It's like somebody who's been struck by lightning twice.
Yeah, at one point he's gonna stop. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you wouldn't blame him if he was like, you know what, I just wanna be by myself. I'm not trying to pursue nothing. I don't need no gal. Don't know why you would say that. But, you know.
Yeah, but if your life is being
called
ruined
into question and ruined all the time, and he probably spends a lot of time in court. Because you know you got to prep for court and then you don't actually get your hearing until later down the line. So yeah. Sorry, Trevor.
Yeah, man. So let us know what you think about this. If you've got any illuminating evidence that you feel like maybe we should take a look at, put it down in the comments. Until then, my name's been Sammy.
My name's been Don.
Our house is your house. And thank you for chilling with the family.
Bow.